Here we are at Let's Rock London. Sinitta has just performed, mainly just for me, but she also did a bit on stage.
I was singing so macho to you.
Yeah, she was singing so macho to me and then went, well, maybe not. But that's the story of my life, and I don't care because I played our records first time around.
You did.
I helped make her famous.
You did.
Poor Hardcastle just walked into shot. But don't worry, he's not actually really here. It's just been added on.
Thank you very much, Pat. I'll be seeing you soon.
Thank you for coming.
Take care, Sinitta. Thanks very much.
That's so cool, isn't it? That's so cool.
Good, right?
That was
So
random.
much fun. What lovely people. And we're here. I've never been here before, have you?
Well, this is on the edge, basically, of the Olympic Stadium.
The Olympic Stadium.
And
so we have a new, festival grounds
we
now.
do.
Amazing.
And how do you manage to still look the same age you did when I first met you in 1987?
Well, when I was 2.
Check Wikipedia.
No, don't
No,
check
really?
because they keep messing with my Wikipedia.
I know they do. They do. They mess with your age, don't they? But
Yeah,
no,
they do.
seriously.
But it's not funny because people say, "Oh, you look really good for your age," and I think it depends how old you think I am. But anyway.
Well, let me tell you a story.
Yeah.
I have some video of you, crafty video of you rehearsing your dance moves with your dance troupe, and that is at the Bros Into Summer final concert at Wembley Stadium in 1989.
So cool. That was so.
So the old Wembley Stadium, and you're going like this, and I was standing at the side watching you do your moves.
Are you joining in?
But seriously, you do look the same to this day. How do you do that?
It's because you're a bit old and your eyesight's a lot worse. So it's
very old.
It's like soft focus.
No, seriously, look at you, look at you.
You know, I take
Look at
really
you, everyone's
care of
looking at you anyway, so look at
I
you.
take really good care of myself. I do sit-ups, I eat healthily, I drink water, but I also drink vodka and tequila because sometimes you need to have a little bit of something, a little bit of something. But I do take really good care of myself. So
You do.
thank you. But look at you. I mean,
No,
apart from the fact that you have less hair, but you have a lot of hair, but you just don't have hair down to here.
Thank God.
You still look like a girl in the 80s. You do. You still look like a girl.
You're an attractive girl.
Very attractive girl, very pretty. But you and your wife, we couldn't tell you apart.
Well, there you go.
It's like two pretty people.
Well, you're very kind. And Monica sends you her love, by the way.
Oh, how is she?
She's good, and she misses you being in the same hotel as you in the jungle. Do you miss
So
the
much
jungle?
fun. No.
She was a big fan of the whole cave experience. We were in a cave together, you might remember,
Yeah, we were in a cave. He went to sleep and left me alone, standing in a sheet.
with 10,000 witchetty grubs and cockroaches.
Exactly.
I had to have a kip. I was knackered.
I stood up all night.
I know.
Yeah.
I know, it's weird.
But you weren't scared, were you?
I loved it. I loved everything about the creepy crawlies.
I love the Versace Hotel.
You liked the hotel. That was more you, wasn't it?
More me, darling. Yes.
Now, back to reality and today, because that's the reality of life today. You were performing. When you're out there, how many people are on stage with you? You've got a bit of a troupe, haven't you? The dancers doing costume changes, everything.
I know there's just all these random people start getting in because they learn the dances and they just join in. And I think the more the merrier. I'm happy. So long as they don't take the microphone away or something crazy. It's a free-for-all. But it looked kind of organised, didn't it?
Yeah.
Like organised chaos.
You know it was organised. You do it very well. And your kids are here today. Do they not want to come on stage with you?
Actually, Zach was supposed to come on for Toy Boy, but I forgot to invite him. Naughty mama, I let him down. He was like all psyched, pumped to come on, and I forgot.
Now, if I told you Simon Cowell was in the crowd watching you today, would you believe me?
No.
Good, because he wasn't.
Okay.
Just in case, I'm just wondering how much he follows you to keep an eye on you, because he was the one who told you not to do the jungle, wasn't he?
He told me not to do the jungle. He said you won't like it. He was right. But he's always right, and sometimes, I'm here to prove him wrong. I haven't yet, but I will.
Okay.
Eventually.
And what about Brad Pitt? Does he still follow you as well?
No, Brad Pitt is not following me at all, unfortunately. No. Sadly, no.
And your life in general is very happy these days, is it? I read lots about you in the papers, and you're always in pictures and stuff. So you're okay with that scene? You happy, or do you want to just be quiet life now?
No, I'm not. I'm never quiet. I mean, I'm always talking. You know me. But I like being busy. I love people. I'm a people person, so it's nice to still be out and about. I mean, who knew that we'd still be doing all this all these years later? So
good
it's
point.
kind of great, isn't it?
Why do you think the 80s have survived so well? Because I don't think some of the pop stars in today's charts will actually get a chance to do this 25 years from now.
Yeah, it's very strange because in the 80s, I mean, straight after the 80s, everybody was like, we were the decade that everyone wanted to forget, right?
Yeah.
But you know what? Everyone had the most fun in the 80s, and I think that's why we're still here, because it was just fun times. It was youth, childhood.
It was the decade of decadence and big hair and big shoulder pads, wasn't it?
Big hats.
And big hats, and you kept the hair.
Kept the hat, kept the hair. You let the hair go.
And you got the daisies.
Got the daisies. You know what I mean? You could just do. You know, nobody looked alike in those days, did they? There wasn't this uniform. We were
True.
originals.
Yeah. One last question for you, because it's always nice to see you, and I know you're very busy. I know it's very hot because we're actually in a greenhouse tent today. It's boiling here,
Melting in here.
and we're sweating a bit, so apologies for that. One last question for you. When you're on the stage at a festival like this, do you look at a crowd, or do you look, I ask this to everybody, or do you look into somebody's eyes? Do you make personal contact with people?
I do a bit of both. I look at the crowd because that's always, I never get over that. The how awesome that is, seeing a sea of people there. But I like making individual contact and waving and blowing kisses back, and you know, it's nice, isn't it?
Someone sees that and it's a very personal touch.
Yeah, I like that.
Great. Thank you for coming to see us at Let's Rock London.
Thank you for having me. Mwah. Mwah.
And I'll see you in the cave.
Yeah, we can walk the dogs.
We can walk the dogs eventually.
Hi, this is Sinitta. Let's rock London.